Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today's Daily Tarot Love Read. My name is Morty. Very excited to have you guys here. Super excited to do this read today. I'm feeling great. Today's a beautiful day. It's April 11th, so it's Thursday. The time is 1 p.m. straight up, Mountain Standard Time. I was just sitting here meditating right before turning on the camera and starting the read. I've been sitting up here meditating for a little while this morning. I say this morning, this afternoon. I was studying this morning. I've just been fascinated, learning more and more about energy. Learning more and more about this experience that all of us are having. And it's absolutely fascinating. And I'm also feeling a deep sense of gratitude, a deep sense of gratitude for this understanding that, this new understanding that I have, recognizing more about energy, right? Learning more about just the fact that not only are each of us, everything in life is energy, period, right? But there are energies operating from a different dimension that are here with us, right? That are vested in our experience, in what we're doing, right? And I think it kind of goes back and forth, because sometimes when we're not taking on this spiritual experience in a human body, I think maybe we're on the other side, right? Maybe it goes back and forth, kind of at this karmic effect. But they're there to help us, right? To guide us on our way. And I think that's one of the big messages, one of the big takeaways from this channel is I have this desire to I want everybody to understand and recognize spirit guides that you have in your life that are vested in your experience. They're there. They've always been there. And I'm just learning about that, right? So I'm not trying to come across as a know-it-all at all. I know nothing. I'm just sharing what I've learned for myself. And it's made such a difference for me. Honestly, it's like, life was just kind of predictable and dull for me for years. And it's made it magical. It's made it magical because I have a deeper understanding of it now, or I feel like I do. And I feel blessed enough to be connected with those energies, because honestly, I feel them every day of my life. And I just don't, it's not something that I ever want to go away at this point. And so what I think creates a lot of this is the energy of unconditional love, right? Of just being filled with unconditional love. I heard this analogy when I was studying this morning. It's like we take an orange, and when you squeeze an orange, what comes out? Well, only one thing: orange juice, right? Because that's all that's in it. And each of us have unconditional love within each and every one of us. But is that all that's there? Meaning, if somebody squeezes us, and by squeeze, they provoke us, right? They tip us over, make us a little bit upset. What comes out? And it's just the desired goal overall is to just have unconditional love come out all the time. So honestly, that's what I'm trying to, on a personal note, that's what I'm trying to do for myself, is just always come from a place of unconditional love, where I just don't have any kind of bad intention or an ill feeling towards anybody. And I know that probably sounds completely unrealistic, but I don't think it is, because in many ways I'm experiencing bits and pieces of that now, and I really enjoy the experience. Just learning more and more about the power of thought, right? And our thoughts control our emotions, right? And our emotions are energies, they're vibrations. Our emotions, that's kind of what attracts. Learning more and more about manifestation. yesterday was a beautiful day. So I put out the challenge for all of you, right? If you had the opportunity to reach out to somebody that just didn't expect you to help them out, right? And to do something for them, to help them out in life. I hold myself to the same challenge. And anyways, yesterday I read one of the comments, right, from somebody that I don't know personally. But man, their comments just touched my heart, right? My heart just went to him. I felt bad for them because of the pain that they were going through. So I took some time to just kind of step away from the distractions, right, and get quiet. And I tried pushing out and sending out unconditional love. And I did it with the purest of intention. And I don't know where they're located in the world. To be honest with you, I don't think I need to know. Not in order to have it work, because I don't think that energy works that way. I think our intention is everything. And I could feel the love going out, and I just hope that it reached them. Because I really felt like they needed that. Anyways, I hope everybody had a chance yesterday to do something that gave you the opportunity to selflessly give of yourself to somebody else. All right, I'm seeing so much of it in the comments here on the channel. I love it. I love to see how so many of you are commenting to one another back and forth, right? You're making those soul family connections, and it's giving you the opportunity to be able to connect with unconditional love and unquestioned compassion within you. And to be able to share and give of yourself. So, yeah, that gives me goosebumps. I'm all about that. And honestly, you guys inspire me with that. I try to get back to the comments quickly, but it gets a little bit heavy. Things have gotten busier. So sometimes I'm not as quick on the comments, and I just love it when I see you guys responding back and forth to one another. It's fantastic. Just it makes me feel very blessed. So I want to extend my gratitude to all of you guys for caring the way you do, for tuning in and for watching, for believing in me, for encouraging me and inspiring me the way you do. It's beautiful. I just want it to continue. So. Yeah. Let's get started on today's tarot love read. By the way, the background music that I am playing today is opening your heart chakra. It's the love frequency. If you guys were interested, if you want to do a search, if you did a search for that, it should take you there. It's pink on the front. It says love energy. Okay, beautiful affirmation. Grab my spectacles. Drew the affirmation of harvest, the number 43, which reduces to a 7. 7's a good number. 7 represents spiritual strength and wisdom. As the waves of the ocean are infinite, as the trees in the forest grow tall, let my work now bring me to harvest. I am ready to receive my all. As the waves of the ocean are infinite, as the trees in the forest grow tall, let my work now bring me to harvest. I am ready to receive my all. As the waves of the ocean are infinite, as the trees in the forest grow tall, let my work now bring me to harvest. I am ready to receive my all. Powerful affirmation. So harvest time. Harvest time for somebody out there, right? Or harvest time is it's resonating, it's approaching. It's a beautiful thing, right? So for somebody out there, for many of you out there, you've been means spending your energy working diligently, right? Maybe in several different areas of your life. Spending your energy on your thoughts and your words and your actions in order to, to align everything, in order to manifest. It looks like you're stepping into a time in your life where this harvest is about ready to come forward. And that's a beautiful thing. Okay, opening energy, taking us into today's tarot love read. We have the Page of Cups. So Page of Cups represents news, right? This is a message of some sort. It's cups. So cups represent emotions, feelings, love. The figure in the card, she's up to her waist in water. She stands underneath a full moon. So there's a lot of emotion and feeling here. She's looking into this water lily that's illuminated in front of her. It has a message in it. It's a message of love. She's trying to read it, but she's unable to. It's too soon, but something that's coming in for somebody. Way too many cards. Okay. We now have the Three of Swords. So Three of Swords, this is a limiting energy. It represents heartbreak, sadness, grief, right? Loss. Three swords, maybe three disappointments, for some of you, maybe three different times. They're heavier energies, right? So one of the ways that we're able to get around this energy is being able to rise above it, right? To begin to look for the blessing that's in the pain, right? Blessings in pain. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but if you look back at your life and you look at the experiences in your life where you grew the most, more than likely those were also experiences where you experienced and felt the most pain. They were the most uncomfortable, right? So if we can focus on the growth of these three swords, it allows us the opportunity to not own what happens outside of us, because we can't control anything that happens outside of ourselves. The only thing that we can control is what happens within us. So it's just pointing this out to you. Okay. We have the Tower card. We're getting some heavy energy cards. I mean, we really are. So the Tower card, this represents the energy of the universe, stepping into your world, moving the pieces around. Why? To create change, right? So this energy can feel a little bit disruptive at times. So let me use myself as an example for this Tower. So if I were moving along in life and I were getting these little promptings that I needed to do something for myself, but for whatever reason, I just wasn't following those. Well, those promptings that I was receiving, it was coming from a higher self, right? Trying to let me know that I need to create change for myself in my life. If those changes are important enough to my overall growth, the universe, this invisible energy outside of ourselves, right? The universe recognizes that and has this way of magically stepping into our life and moving the pieces around in order to create a tower moment. It's to create change for you. New change for new beginnings. Represented by the lightning striking, coming out of the sky, striking the tower. The tower's in tumultuous waters. It's going down. Okay, we're continuing with the heaviness here. We now have the Ten of Wands, but this is actually a pretty good card because this represents the ending of a long journey, right? What feels like a long journey. This is at the center of today's tarot read, so this is a pretty important energy. So whatever feels like it's been a very long journey for you in your life. The horse is tired. He's been carrying the man and this man's burdens in the heat of the sun all day. He needs rest. The man looks pretty tired too. Like, there's a lot of burdens on that horse. Maybe he's been carrying not only his burdens, but the burdens of others. This coming to an ending. So this is a beautiful thing. Okay, a little lighter energy now, right? So coming in next to the Wheel of Fortune, we have, or coming in next to the Ten of Wands, we have the Wheel of Fortune, sorry. Wheel of Fortune represents change. This is change coming into your atmosphere. Guaranteed to be change. I'm feeling that strong. So, for somebody out there, this is a very critical time for you, or somebody's. This is such an important time for you to really focus on managing your energy. The reason I say that is because, we're looking at some pretty heavy energies here, taking us into the read. You know me, the way I do the reads, I don't get stuck in them, but I have to recognize them. So this heaviness, these heavy energies, they can really challenge you on, causing you to feel, this is an important time with all these changes that are taking place to truly be living a life of gratitude, because you have change coming into your world, right? And you're just coming out of these heavy energies. You want as favorable of a change to come into your life as possible. And what creates that is your own vibration, right? If you're vibrating at a higher frequency, you're going to attract higher frequency changes, right? That's a life of gratitude. If we're feeling beat up and bruised, maybe on the pity pot, right? Because of these heavy energies, then it means our vibration, our frequency is going to be operating at a lower vibration. It means lower vibrational changes come in. So just take note. Okay, if this card's trying to come out, I know it needs to come out. The World card is coming in next to the Wheel of Fortune. So the World card represents graduation, right? For somebody out there, you're graduating from some pretty heavy energy, right? You're graduating from what feels like a very long journey that you've been on. It's beautiful. She sits on top of this world in her lotus pose, right? She's listening to the Om of the universe. The world sits in a lotus flower, right? If we know anything about the lotus flower, it survives in the muck, the most extreme and harsh conditions, right? So this journey that you've been on that feels so long and tiring, I think it's had some pain. I do. I think you've had some dark days during this journey. I can feel that. So, congratulations. It means that you've learned all the lessons that are meant for you to learn, right? This is a beautiful thing. It makes me very happy for you. Too many cards. Like I always say, if they're meant to fall, they'll fall again, right? And some of these are falling again. So we now have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is coming in underneath the Three of Swords. So Seven of Swords can represent the energy of maybe stepping into something feeling like you're a little better prepared than you are, only to learn that you're not. But it doesn't have to represent that. It represents resistance in your life, right? Whatever feels like it's an uphill battle, that there's just no getting ahead, right? You're being encouraged to disengage. Right? If it's not serving you, step away. It's what would serve you best, because continuing to invest your energy in this is not serving you at all. The figure in the card, he's bending down to pick up these 2 swords. In the meantime, his other 5 swords are just, he's being taunted with them, right? So this is just a waste of energy. Okay, coming in underneath the tower, we have the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, aces represent beginnings. So if I look at the image and I look at the colors on this card, it tells me so much about this kind of beginning. It's a very passionate and a very exciting beginning. It's full of adventure. It's fast moving. There's a lot of creativity behind this beginning. It's beautiful for somebody. Okay, we now have the 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups is coming in under the 10 of Wands. So 3 of Cups is coming in after what feels like a long journey. 3 of Cups is a good energy. It represents the energy of getting together with friends, right? Sharing in laughter and stories and good times, right? Experiencing these lighter energies together. Serves you well. It's at the center of your read, so it must be kind of important. Okay, coming in underneath the Wheel of Fortune, we have the 7 of Pentacles. So 7 of Pentacles is a good energy. The figure in the card, she's been working in the field, working hard to manifest these 7 Pentacles. And now that she's manifested them, she's taking time to sit back and rest. She's not really resting, she's reflecting. She's looking at what she's manifested and she's saying, do I want to continue to manifest more, or do I want to change what I'm manifesting? It's coming in under the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords. So Knight of Swords would be an air sign energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Doesn't have to be. Like all night energies, this is a night that you can count on showing up. Swords, so it's a mental energy. So this night, this energy that's coming into you is bringing you a truth. It's a truth of some sort. I kind of feel like it's an important truth. It's coming in under the world. So this is maybe news of some sort, right? For some of you that has something to do with this, the end of these lessons, right? Being learned, right? That you're graduating. Okay. Energy taking us out of today's tarot reading is the 5 of Cups. So I'm not surprised to see this energy that came up. The reason this energy is coming up is our guides are letting us know that we're stepping into a time of an end of a long journey, right? A very painful journey for some of you. And that pain and that disappointment, that can be right on the surface, you know, represented by these 3 spilled cups, right? And that's kind of where her focus is. But if that's happening, it means that your vibration, your frequency is operating at a lower frequency. So when this change comes in, you're going to attract lower frequency changes. So it's pointing it out so you can recognize this. This is a beautiful time for you to be able to change the meaning of these 3 cups, right? Get rid of the pain and the heartbreak and the loss. Look at the growth, right? Look at your true takeaway. Look at your infinite, eternal takeaway from these experiences. and focus on that. Dismiss the pain, find the blessing in the pain. Remember, we can't change anything that happens outside of us, but we can control and change what takes place inside of us. And she can easily recognize these 2 full cups that are being offered to her. She can just feel gratitude. Okay, interesting tarot read today. Really is different, very different. I kind of like it. I kind of like how it's different. Okay, guys, I need just a few minutes to take a look at this read, see where the cards are placed in relationship with one another, and I need to see and feel what it is they're trying to share with me, and then I can share the whole read with you. So hang on just a few moments. Okay, yeah, so I think I have it here. Yeah, this is definitely a heavier kind of read, but it's an inspiring read, absolutely inspiring. It is definitely harvest time, right? Definitely harvest time for somebody out there. It's harvest time because, my friend, you have been on a journey. You've been on a very long and sometimes very painful journey that was just, it's been filled with these rich lessons of expansion and personal growth. So energy taking us into the read is getting news, right? So you have news, a message coming to you. It's resonating ahead of you at some point here. So we're talking about journeys, long journeys coming to an ending, right? So this 3 of Swords, this was part of your journey, right? These 3 swords. Maybe there's significance to the number 3 for some of you, right? Of 3 painful jabs, right, to the heart. They were heavy energies, right, that you felt when they first happened, absolutely. But these are past now. So we can change the meaning of these easily just by recognizing and feeling the growth that these brought, because maybe they helped you recognize your value, your worth. Maybe they helped you take a stronger stance on your sense of independence. Maybe it gave you the opportunity to gain a better understanding of what unconditional love truly is, right? But being encouraged, right, to step away from these heavy energies, that if you're feeling heavy energies from this, right, that they don't serve you anymore. So disassociate yourself from them. Look at the growth and look at the lesson. So taking all of that on is going to feel like a tower moment, right, for some of you, where it's like, oh my hell, where'd this come from? It's like, I can kind of feel that. I can feel some of the weight of this, right? But after tower moments, what happens? New beginnings, right? And this is an exciting beginning. So I don't know. It's almost kind of like what I just felt just a second ago was. It's kind of like the balance of karma, right? So you've taken on these heavier energies, this heartache, and all these heavy lessons, and it's like you've graduated now. You passed the test. Tower moment happens, and you are now blessed. It's like karma has just shifted for you. It's beautiful. So these 2 cards are pretty important on your read, right? Pointing out you're coming to the end of a long journey, right? Really encouraging you to get out and get with friends, right? Take away some of this heavy energy, experience lighter energies, laughter, get out and meet people, chat, socialize. It serves you very well. You want to do that because you want to give yourself a break from these heavier energies, right? Get around and new experiences, new energies. It'll allow that Three of Swords to just dissipate because you are manifesting, right? You're manifesting, you're creating your future right now. You have all kinds of changes that are coming into your atmosphere. So this is the time to be thinking about, well, this is a perfect opportunity to share this with you, and that is, this is a great time to make sure that we're not thinking about those things in life that we don't want to have. It's not about that, right? You can't be focused on what we don't want to have happen. We need to focus on what we do want to have happen, what you are trying to manifest. That's so important here. Okay, you're graduating. Congratulations. And news coming to you, right? Truth coming to you to let you know that you're graduating. And this can happen by way of intuition, right? Where you just know what you feel, this truth within you. Well, you'll feel these changes happening. Absolutely. You'll feel the old energies going out, the new energies coming in. Okay, on top of the deck, we have the Magician card. I mean, it's like I turned and looked and he turned and looked at me. That's kind of what it was like. It's like, hey, notice me down here, right? Because you have the energy of the Magician right now. It's kind of that karmic balance. It's coming around because whatever you've taken on, it's been heavy. So heavy that we're bringing up the Five of Cups, right? To be focused just to recognize it. Recognize the growth in these three spilled cups, these three swords, right? Just look at the growth. It's all that matters. That's your true takeaway. That's all that you want to own. Okay, guys. Wow, what a different kind of tarot love read today. I mean, you know, it lacked romance, absolutely, but where it lacked romance, it absolutely made up for it in transformation. Because this is a beautiful, beautiful transformation, a beautiful read for somebody. I'm wishing you the very best. Makes me very excited for you. Okay, guys, have a fantastic day today. Thanks.